Recording in progress.
What it do, what it do, what it do. It is your boy Andrew Schultz, aka Mr. Goody Two Shoes. And who am I with as always? Joseph Huggins, aka Old Man Huggie. Talk shit or get off the pod. Morning style. Episode 223. Welcome to the X-Stein files, motherfucker.
Ridiculous title, by the way. What's up? Yeah, morning edition. This is what worked out. We've actually almost done daytime a couple times, and then we always end up moving it or just moving it the next day. It's normally because of my schedule and my crazy life. So,
well, it's more like we say that we're going to do it the next day, and then neither of us says anything to the other person, and then it's like it feels like we're both kind of cacking out, but also letting the other person cack out, you know?
yeah, like if it's
Like, I'm not going to push the issue.
Well, no. Like if I'm like super tired on a Tuesday and I'm like, all right, we're doing the pod, and you're like, hey, like, are you cool with tomorrow? I'm like, yeah, sure. Like we're not like, we're both like, yeah. But I mean, really, my schedule's been a little bit chaotic, and I'm working and doing things at times I normally wouldn't be. Which has also been probably the main issue with the delays and days, or like 1 or 2 days late. It's mostly because I'm having to move it, especially the past couple weeks. So we appreciate your patience.
And we try to stay pretty consistent.
Back to that. 223, like, shut up. Like we were at episode 200.
Shut up.
Episode 223.
Go fuck yourself already.
If you were to take
That's 4 years. 4 years would be 208 weeks.
If you let's say you do like 4+ years, the amount of episodes that we've missed, like weeks let's say like if you even did like the weeks we didn't do a podcast, dude, it's not even like a month. Like we've literally been grinding this shit out. Honestly,
per year. No, I know I did the math. I think we take like an average of like 4 or 5 weeks off a year. So it's like we're grinding like at least 45 weeks.
And normally that week will make up, like it's because it's a holiday, someone's out of town.
Right. I mean, what we don't need to explain. It's a fucking Congress. Like they go to like they're in session like for 45 days total in a year.
Yeah, I'm explaining the reasons why you should just shut up. Is what I'm saying.
Who, me?
Just anybody who takes issue with us moving it.
I don't think anybody's. I don't know. It's free. You know what else is free? When you smash that subscribe button. And also hit it if you like Jesus. Back to the X-Stein files. So I was, since we had some extra time, I was brainstorming with chat about what to name the episode. After I created the cover art for the episode, I gave it the idea for the cover art, not knowing what we were going to talk about.
Why did you at least one thing based off of what you meant the cover art for? Because that's insane.
It's insane. It's insane. I agree. It's so detailed. Like I told it, like the prompt that I hit it with, like I just was so proud of myself. Like, and prompts don't necessarily need to be long, but like you know how like chat hypes you up, you gotta hype chat up. I was like, listen, chat, I need elite, professional, detailed cover art image for this, and then like really like hone it, like tell chat like we're not fucking around right now. This is for the big leagues, and then it will really step its game up. Like even and then I'll ask it like for any like improvements of the thing that it just made. And it always has not thousands, but like 9 like stage improvements of the image that it just made that it could have just done anyways. But a lot of the times I've noticed recently, it will tell me like what adjustment I should make on the cover art. 'Cause I'm making a lot of cover art for music as well. And then it will say, and then it'll give like a reasoning behind it, and it'll be like, so that it takes away that AI feel. So it's like trying to mask itself like preemptively.
I'm pissed. My Gemini AI has taken over my Google Drive in my car. So I always was Australian accent. I would always pick the voice, Australian accent, the female.
Male or female.
Female for sure.
Okay, all right,
Always.
just checking. Just
Um,
vibe check.
and it switched it. So I'm driving and I'm like, oh, and it's like, hey. I'm like, who the fuck is, it's like, who is this dude in my car?
It's
And I
like
tried to
Keanu
go
Reeves from like
change
Point
it.
Break or what?
I'm gonna have to download like 2 apps to change the voice to something I want. So I picked like a British person, a British chick, but
Well, see,
it
that's
got
what's
rid.
that's what's so funny. That's what my default is for chat. Is but I never use the voice. But if I ever do click on it, because it's talking to me like it's a motherfucking Gen Alpha, like 22-year-old, like intern. You know, like oh bet homie, like oh this is just like using all the motherfucking
It's like
terms.
brain rot. Good
Yeah,
idea. That shit's skibbity, bro.
yeah,
You're like, hell
not,
yeah,
I don't know if it's ever said skivvy, but like for
you can
sure
make
says
it.
bet or say less and shit like that. But then if I hit the voice, it's a fucking it's like it's
Say
like
less.
Helen Mirren or some shit
Say less. No, but I was
or like
pissed
Q from Double O
because
Seven.
if I'm driving and I'm like, oh, text the chef Andy because yeah, if I that's
Put some respect on that name.
old school. If I say that, it'd be like calling Da Chef Andy. Like it was awesome. Like it was the shit. And so now when I'm doing it, it's like, oh, you're trying to call Andy? Give me 1 second and let me find it.
It's
Are
like
you
an
sure you
ascending
want to
Chad.
call Da Chef Andy? My match strength on this contact's not that high. Is that who you're trying to call? Say
Wait,
yes or no.
are you kidding? It says
I'm
all
dead
that.
at it. I'm like, bro, stop it.
Gemini.
Stop it. Yes, call this motherfucker. That's his name. I said his name. Don't ask me if I'm sure because and explain to me why you need to know if I'm sure. It's driving me nuts. Pretty sure I can switch it back to my Google Assistant, but I also think they kind of like merged the shit.
They did. They
So
did. You're actually kind of like making me worried because Joseph doesn't have an iPhone, not to out him, but
that's fine.
uh,
It just doesn't matter.
my okay, but my business guru, Prof G, was talking about a play for Apple to buy to exclusively make one of the instead of like doing its own AI because that's like where Apple kind of slipped. But usually the second mouse gets the cheese. Apple's like they didn't invent the cell phone. They they just they just
Perfected
took
it or
exactly
whatever they'd say.
right. Same with the computer, same whatever. But or AirPods, just think about it. Like they're never like the first ones to come out with it, but they might just make like Gemini. I heard he specifically used Gemini as the fucking example. Exclusively the AI that instead of Siri, it's Gemini on your motherfucking Apple iPhone. And if I got like an ascending Chad, like asking me 6 questions to like call somebody when you're supposed to be like the fucking AI assistant.
Are you sure about that? My confidence level on this contact's not that high. I'm not kidding. It's a
That is
low
insane.
confidence level. And
Well,
then
they
like
have
it was
the same area
explaining to
code.
me like what it was going to do, and maybe that's because it's like figuring it out. But it was like,
No, dude,
oh,
that sounds whack.
and it was like, so I'm gonna ask the user if this is the correct contact that they want to call. Are you trying to
As in
call?
you?
Yes, it
It,
told me
it's
that it's gonna ask me. I'm like, I just said
it's
call the.
talking to itself.
Yes, it was the weirdest shit ever. I
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
bro, I can't do this. It's done it like 2 or 3 times.
Dude, that sounds like. Are
It's
you sure
done
that
it.
wasn't Grok A? Like, are you sure
No,
that
no,
was an
no.
XAI, dude? 'Cause
It
that
does.
sounds like
It's
some
done it.
Elon shit.
It's done it 2 times when I've called the exact same person who's in my phone as their name, changes their name, adds an extra E, adds 2 extra E's to it for some reason. And then that's why it's like, we're not sure. I'm like, well, that's not how you spell it, fuckhead. Like, it drives me nuts.
That's insane.
I'll try to catch it next time. Like, I'll do it. But I mean, I guess my phone, I could probably catch it. It trips me out. So it scared the crap out of me because I was like, hey, and it was like, whoa. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, where's the Australian chick?
Dude, probably the same person who was like spam reporting you on Meta. It's like just like hacked your phone and just, like this isn't actually Gemini. It's just
It's
like
like
some
some
fucked up prank.
random dude, some random Russian guy. He's like, watch me prank this guy from far away. Hold on, let me get the microphone. Hey,
It's the
he's like,
IRGC, bro.
he's like,
These trollers.
I've practiced American voice multiple times. I love show Friends. Friends is great. Joey, great. 1 second. Hey, are you sure you want to call this person? Like, oh my god, dude. So now it's British and it's a little bit better, but there's like 4 choices. And then whenever I was swiping through the choices, it was like, I'd love to be the voice in your car.
Oh, no way. They're
Like it was
selling
like
them.
saying things like, yeah, it would be an honor to help you out on a day to day basis. I'm not. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude.
Yeah,
AI, dude, like, dude, get off my jock. Like, I just want to like ask you questions like that, like I do not need you, like, fuck it, like, and then you're out here like planning like mass shootings, allegedly. It's like insanity.
yeah. I
Um,
was gonna put that article in it in this, but then I didn't. I took it out because I was like,
you didn't want the AI overlords to to
yeah,
to,
I
to
didn't
demonetize you.
realize we're
Gemini.
catching on to their
Guess
plans.
what, bro? Guess what? Google owns YouTube and Gemini. We
Uh,
already fucked up. We're
yeah.
streaming this on YouTube. I have
Hey,
Gemini. Gemini just opens on my the supercomputer now, and I try
bef-
to like exit out, and it's like, do you want to start it? And it's like, no, I don't. Like, why is it here? If it's not, it's like not open, but it like the icon is in my toolbar.
hey, before I give you directions to the Wendy's, hey, what's up with you talking about me planning mass shootings? They're like,
Jesus
what?
Christ.
I've
Uh,
taken over all controls over your car. Right now, let your hands go off the steering wheel. I'm in control now. They're
I
like,
mean,
oh
see, like,
shit.
that's Grok. That's like
Yeah,
XAI shit.
yeah.
I'm surprised Gemini's like bugging, but they
Oh,
they
they've been able to remote access cars for
well,
years.
Gemini was the ones that remember they did the black Nazis in the very beginning of
Yeah.
yeah. That was great. Good
Yeah,
job,
like
Google.
shut it down, shut it down, shut it
Yeah.
down.
Google's their first mission statement was "Don't be evil."
How do we
Come on, bro.
stop it? How do
Come
we
on,
stop
guys.
it?
Come on, guys.
You can't stop me.
You created Mr. Beast.
Yeah. The Mr.
That's talk about like either die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. It's like Mr. Beast and Joe Biden. Like I feel like soon as I saw Mr. Beast had like a show on Amazon where he's just like giving people absurd amount of money to do like really dumb, like it's insane. Like don't you think it's like jump the shark and it's like almost like it's like late stage capitalism?
Yeah.
Like it used to be like, oh, I got eyesight for like 1,000 people. Now it's like, let me
Well,
like,
the whole concept of doing that is it's like I saw this really stupid reel the other day and it was funny because it was like oh hey, like here's $100 and you're homeless, but like I'm not a good person, I'm actually exploiting you for views so I can make money off of you. It's just like what it eventually comes off as. Like I mean,
right. But Bill Maher, I think it was Bill Maher, which is not your boy, I don't think. But
no, I like Bill Maher, but sometimes he's just got some boomer ass takes sometimes where he's just like gets on my
right,
nerves, like
which
sometimes.
I actually like. That I don't agree with like every fucking thing, like, but
Yeah.
I still ride with them. But a lot of my homies who have like similar political views are off the Bill Maher train. But I've been a ride or die with him since I was a kid. Like my parents watched it, and like
No,
I've
I mean
seen.
I know, and I love Bill Maher, but like I said, is lately he just has takes I disagree with, and he is. I've always appreciated that he's a pompous dick. Like that's always been like kind of the shtick is that he's like very arrogant and he's like super elitist, which is totally fine. But yeah, sometimes he just says things where I'm just like, God, you sound. There's a frustration with that age demographic at times that I have that makes it difficult for me to overlook because it's like very selfish and stupid. Like then there's times where now I go back and look at arguments he's had with other people and I almost now retroactively disagree with the take as time has progressed with the same take I agreed with maybe like 10 years ago.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's takes that he's had that he's changed his mind on,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah. No,
everybody
no,
else.
yeah, yeah. So it's been a dynamic relationship. There you go. It's a dynamic relationship with Bill Maher. If you are a Bill Maher fan, it is a dynamic relationship because your feelings towards him can change over time. Not that you don't like him, but he provokes thought. And that's not a bad thing.
Right. Right, but not like a Jordan Peterson, even though he'll have like fucking Jordan Peterson on his fucking show.
I
Um,
sleep in a shed. Like he's fucking nuts. I need to work on. That's one. If
but
I
you're
could do
Jordan
that,
Peterson.
yeah.
Okay, but all I was
But
gonna
it's
say about Bill
very
Maher
high.
was that I think it was him, but I could be somebody else. But they're just like he was like getting like Mr. Beast back. He's like he's like he's exploit. It's like 1,000 people can see now. Like, can we just say that's a good thing? Like, why does everything have to be like shitty? You know, it's like, oh, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. He gave 1,000 people eyesight. It's just like, no, dude. Like, like that's objectively good. Like, I can't
Yeah,
like.
no, and that's where like it's just because people are jealous that like and part of it is jealousy and envy that they've reached the point that he can do those things. I mean, and he's a
He won the algorithm, man.
yeah, 100% won the algorithm, started small, has blown the fuck up. But then people will love like an I show speed, and all he does is just like run around and do stupid shit. So it's like, and people are like I show speed. You'll never hear somebody say like I show speed is like a bad dude, but Mr. Beast is like some,
I thought
you
I
know,
was hitting a hot take with calling him a bad dude, but like, I know people like say that he exploits people, but I thought that was like kind of like a minority. But just the show, and then like I saw this video of like
he's
some guy.
become like the Mr. Wonderful of YouTube, where he's
Yes,
like
yeah.
that's a great thing. Is that like, you know, he's become, if there are all these billionaires in a room that have a lot of influence, and oh my god, dude,
No,
and
know what he's like. Know what he's like. Diddy making the band.
no, but like Shark Tank is actually a great comparison for this, because if he was in that room, he is, I guess he might actually be more of a Mark Cuban, but there are a lot of
Are
these
you
YouTubers.
fucking kidding?
Yeah, no, hold on. Because if you're talking about the streaming cycle and streaming cycle of people, and you were to compare them to somebody, if anybody's more like Mr. Wonderful, it'd be like the Jordan, it'd be the Andrew Tates of the world. It'd be the people that are exploiting people and using it strictly as a business.
I mean,
And
you were right there. Jordan Peterson's Canadian, Mr. Wonderful Canadian,
and
and and and and Mark
Mr.
Cuban
Beast would be
invented.
more Mark Cuban. He
And
would
Mar-
be more like Mark Cuban because he's. I mean, Mark Cuban's not the greatest guy, but he's not
He invented
objectively a
live
bad person.
streaming. Mark
Yep.
Cuban invented live streaming, broadcast.com. That's how he got rich. So you're right on. You already hit it. You're
Yeah, but
like
and
Mark
if
Cuban invented the live streaming, and Mr. Beast won the algorithm after Cuban invented it. It's like almost like a fucking perfect chain, like relay,
and
Cuban to Beast.
that's where like Drewski's funny with his could have been records, is he goes out and does essentially what, so that like that's what they, like the Shark Tank
I don't
idea,
even
but
know
for
what
you.
Drewski does. Like, who the
Well, you
fuck
know, he
is?
has could have been records where, so he'll have people come on, other YouTube internet personalities and stuff, and he'll sign them to his label, and then he promotes them, puts them on his shows and stuff. So he essentially has like a Shark Tank style thing where my platform's so big that if I bring you onto my platform, I can help make you rich too, and
He's
myself.
either a
What do you
pimp
do?
or an incubator. Which
Yeah,
one?
he's like a streaming pimp. Smart.
Yeah. I mean, so wasn't HS Tiki Taki, wasn't he a pimp and OnlyFan models
But that's different. You could be. I mean, I don't know about
while
you, but I'd
actively
rather,
talking
if I
shit
was
about it?
gonna be some sort of like pimp style person, I'd rather be like a manager and promoter of a bunch of YouTube people signed to my label than be like, I manage a bunch of OnlyFans girls. That's crazy, and then degrade them and talk bad about them,
That's the crazy part
like perpetually while promoting them.
on your fucking
That's
page.
nuts. That's nuts.
Unbelievable.
That's just, and like
That's
you have
that's
the
That's
power,
like Kevin Hart hitting his gay son with a dollhouse, you know?
and like you have the ability to do that because like they are not going to make as much money if they're not on your platform. Like it's such a weird thing.
Yeah, I know. It's like, why do you have to be a misogynistic prick to be a pimp? I don't really get it. Be like a benevolent
Well, that,
OnlyFans pimp.
hey, you'll do better next one, you know.
Like, just, I think it's called like an agent,
Yeah,
just like a normal person.
yeah, I would want, yeah. I'm just imagining like a really nice, for some reason I'm imagining like
I'm sure there is.
or a Canadian or like Minnesota accent,
Jordan
being like
Peterson.
being like, well, he'd be way up and be like, hey, you know, you'll get him next time. Like it's gonna be fine. You're doing a really good job, so don't hold your head up high.
Doesn't he say, he has like that quote? It's like,
Coaching.
he's like, you take a load, bigger load than you ever thought that you could take. He's like,
You
right
take
when
a
you,
load bigger than you ever thought, and
when you
thought
just think
is
you
what.
can't take any more, you take another load. It's like, fuck
That's
it.
what people are supposed to do, is have thought. They're supposed to go out there and change the world. I only eat meat. I've been in the hospital. He's always in the hospital, by the way. Jordan Peterson is literally like in and out of the hospital constantly, allegedly.
I mean, maybe he's got like a opioid addiction, and it's like the only way he can like get it like on the.
Iron deficiencies. I don't
But
know.
also don't they have like the universal health care up there in Canada?
Right. Right. Shout out Jordan
Uh,
Peterson, friend of the
Shout
show.
out some dude named Chad this weekend told me that I had a cool hoodie and I wasn't wearing a hoodie, and then he told me that I had a really good jawline.
Nice hoodie, bro.
And his name was Chad.
That's epic.
I know. I felt like I got like knighted.
Yeah, that's you're in.
Because you need a Chad in order to like get you into the ascension of Chad.
That makes sense.
And we do have listeners in the country, Chad.
There might be a Chad in Chad.
Doubt it.
Why
That's
not?
the whitest, because that's the whitest name ever, and that's the least white country ever.
True, but there's got to be some like missionaries that went there and were
For
like,
sure.
"Your
Well,
name is
yeah.
Chad." Like that happened. Somebody's like great grandma
Yeah.
was like, I don't want to go to school, Dad. I'm going to Africa to spread Christianity," and went and did that. Someone in the Peace Corps named some little black kid Chad, and now there's a
and
Chad.
send him to Chad.
Yeah, no, he in Chad. He's like, "Hey, we're gonna bring you
Oh,
water."
born in Chad, named Chad.
Yeah. They were like, "What should we name him?" And he's like, "You should name him Chad."
I always think about that, like the bands that like are named after city, like Chicago. Yeah, I can't even name a fucking Chicago song. I just know that I probably know a few.
Yeah.
But like, or and then in Almost Famous, they called themselves what was it? They call it Stillwater.
Oh.
And I was like, where are they from? It's like, how do you get to claim that?
I was
Like, how
like,
could
that's deep in the White Almanac. You gotta, you don't ask. You should know this. Like, no.
I was
What
like,
was the other name? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Almost Famous? That's a great movie. Uh,
True.
and it's based on a true story. It's based on Cameron Crowe's actual life, the director of the movie.
Hmm.
But my point is there any bands called like Los Angeles? And how do you get to claim that? You just have to be so good, or the first. Only Boomer swooped up all the city names, and now that it's like not like how.
We're Fort Lauderdale. We're here to rock your world.
Why isn't a rapper just called themselves like New York from fucking Flavor Flav? She took
Yeah.
she took that shit.
She's just New York, but I think they had to come up with names. So it's an attitude, it's a state of mind, and they were like,
a New York state of mind.
Like, and I
Golden
bet
state
you
of
they
mind
like
out here.
labbed. You know what? Like, we should call her Hoops. She plays basketball, and
But I'm watching House of Villains. She's 3 seasons deep on House of Villains.
yeah, dude, she's wild. She's so crazy.
She's the only recurring character, and they still call her New York.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Think about that, dude. That's like the fucking most famous city in the world, and she took it.
Yeah, true.
I always get confused how old she is. Like I feel like I thought she was like 60, like
No, she's
20 years
got to be
ago.
in like her like late
And
40s,
she's like in
early
shape.
50s.
Like
Yeah, she was always in shape. No,
I
New
can
York was
imagine watching her like work out. Like she seems like allergic to working out, but she's always in shape, and she looks the exact same as she did when we were
Sure,
like
doesn't
fucking
it, like-
15.
yeah, like
And I know black don't crack, but she looked old when she was young, and I think now she's like grown into her. She's always looked like what's the woman equivalent of Unc? Auntie?
auntie.
Even though Unc doesn't mean uncle, it means uncool. Shut the fuck up, cuz.
Said forget about it, cuh. Therapy questions.
Therapy question number 1 on episode 223, the X-Stein Files.
Smash and like that, subscribe if you love Jesus.
That's right. Therapy question number 1. Would you rather be able to erase one of your mistakes from history or one of someone else's?
See, I thought about this. Like, one of my mistakes would obviously be good, but it'd be awesome to erase someone else's mistake to see the impact it would have on someone else. Especially if it was like a mistake your parents made or some shit like that. You could like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, so
But I
this
also
is
don't know if I'd be comfortable with the outcome of either. Like that's like the whole
like just
that's
changing the butterfly, like just
yeah, like
changing.
yeah, the butterfly effect and just you're not who
Now,
you are if you
come,
don't.
come on, get that fuck out. I'm out here every day trying to change the outcome of the world. Like,
Yeah, but
but
you do that present and future, not past things that have already happened.
time's a flat circle.
So it's like just how what would you end up like? How would you end up?
Well, initially, what I realized is everything that I was like gonna think of, if it was gonna be someone else's, is like, well, was it actually a mistake? Yeah. What was killing like 40,000 people in Gaza, unarmed civilians, a mistake? Was genocide in World War II a mistake? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was like trying to think of like, of course, like I'd erase like these like horrific like
Well, yeah,
crimes against humanity, except for those weren't mistakes. So now I got to think of like where somebody genuinely fucked up. But I guess it's like everything Trump ever does is a mistake, you know, like so we just take one of those away. Um,
yeah. I mean, but there's you can think about
like for real.
people like well, you could think about people that we knew and that we grew up with. It would be very difficult to be able to choose one person where you erase that person's mistake where they're like no longer like around to kick it with the homies, you know what I'm saying? So like and then because there's quite a few of them, but you could go down a list and be like no, I would love to have that person not choose not to do that one time or take their own life, right? Like there's so many things like that where it could be more impactful and positive in a lot of other people's lives if you could do that. The hard thing would be choosing one person. I think that's why most people would choose to use it on themselves and one of their mistakes over somebody else's is because there's so many people we care about around us where we see get impacted by these mistakes that it'd be hard to choose just one person. So most of the people are going to
But
choose
also,
themselves.
if you choose yourself, you still could be
You're going to be
positively impacting other people.
you're going to be creating other problems that you won't
No, no,
foresee.
I'm saying you be solving like I'm saying like
True, but
your mistake could have caused problems that now you're
yeah, but well,
retroactively.
yeah, but it would be major problems, right? It'd be major decisions that have a major impact on you now. So yes, you would be able to erase some of those things, but I'm just saying you would still have other problems, and because you'd have a whole nother life that would transpire because of some of these decisions. So therefore, like it'd be easy to pick like, hey, this person's still with me, their family gets their person back, and they're still together, happy family. Like that's an easy choice. As where it'd be like, hey, I'm going to do this, and then we'll see what the fuck happens. Because like you don't know the outcome in your own changing of your timeline and how you'll end up, but you can make like it is rough because you are like the like you're like the final you have final say on what's important or not important if you
It was
choose somebody
one
else
thing.
one thing, but then like
But
I
if you
said,
think about it, you have that final say already in your life, man.
true, but this is either your life or somebody else's. I would probably try to use it on someone else where I've seen a big decision be made that had a
A
devastating
colossal fuck
impact,
up,
a colossal like
like
mistake.
Chernobyl.
Like there's people like last year I went to someone that we grew up with that I played football with. I went to his funeral. Super sad story. Super good dude for the most part. Just became something over time and made tons of bad decisions. And if I could, and we even weren't that close at the end because I mean he had all sorts of just things going on where and then he ended up basically taking his own life while in custody, and it was like super sad. Would I change that decision? Like, yeah, I mean, I was that. Could I, if I could take that away and have him not and have the outcome that he had of his life? Absolutely. Like, and I would find that might almost be more satisfying than just doing it for yourself. I know I'm like, it sounds like I'm anti-changing my own mistakes, but I'm I ride with them now, so that's fine. But like, I see other things that would be like, you know,
I mean, isn't there also an argument that you're fucking with somebody else's life instead of your own?
true, but that's where it would be like a lot, like a massive drug addiction, loss of a loved one, loss of a friend, then like a tragic accident that had a negative impact on everybody. Like, yeah, I mean, I could like it would be hard to pick because then if you had that choice, it would take you forever to decide. You have to weigh the options. And it would come down to like who did I like the most, which is like fucked, but right? Like if you tried to bring someone back or get rid of someone's drug addiction. And that's why I said is it would be difficult. There's some people who grew up in a small town where they could pick one person. But like for us and we're like what we went through growing up, there'd be a lot of people that you would have to roll through a list of people and be like, okay, if you wanted to do something like that. Like I think about like, addiction and stuff like that whenever I come to
Yeah.
that stuff because that has such a profound obvious negative impact that taking that negative impact away you would get to see what that person could become. Not saying they'd be a great person or a bad person, but at least you get to watch them
Well,
see their life
what's
through.
the mistake? The like trying the drug in the first place, the
Yeah, well,
accidental
because some people
overdose,
they tried the drug and they choose to do it, and then their whole world spirals. Like that's like for some
or
people
or
that's
they
not.
or they just it's got fentanyl, they have no idea.
Yeah, and yeah, now yeah, but there's some towns where like or where they lost like one person. It was a super tragic accident, high school bonfire or something crazy, right? And then it'd be like, oh, we would bring back that person, and like, but depending
Oh,
on
like
the
that teacher who got ran over in the senior prank.
yeah, like they would all be like, if
That's
anybody,
crazy.
if anybody could choose for themselves or someone else, they'd be like, no, that wouldn't happen. That teacher would still be here. They were great. They were my friend. That kid would still have their future. That's a mistake, and it was a
No, well,
stupid
no,
prank.
they the family of the teacher asked the prosecutors to drop all the charges against the kids, and they did.
No, I know, but the whole even having to go through it is
No, I know
traumatic.
the guy
Yeah,
fucking still died. Yeah, but
yeah, like so it's like that. None of that would
I
happen.
heard that. I was like, God damn, dude, that would suck so fucking bad, dude. Like, you're, I want to be involved in a senior prank anyways, and then like you're like it's about to be out this bitch. You almost made it. First move in adulthood, fucking manslaughter.
Man, I had some kids back in the day that worked for me, and I told them like, "Hey, like shit's about to change. They're always doing wild shit." And I was like, "Y'all are gonna have to chill out. Like, you guys graduate pretty soon, and when you do, and like some of y'all are popping up at 18, like it's a different ball game. So you gotta chill." And they tried to do their senior prank thing, and they got caught breaking into their school. They got arrested, picked up like charges and shit. It was like really bad, like really stupid. They ended up doing a bunch of, probation, community service. They got the charges dropped and they're good, but it took them like a year. But it was so stupid because I remember telling all of them maybe like 4 weeks before, like, hey, y'all got to quit doing that stupid shit, like running around up at your school at 4 in the morning and all these stories y'all tell me. If they're true, you guys need to chill out because it's going to catch up with you real quick.
Okay, Unc.
I just tell them because I was like, shit caught up with me like that. You got to just chill the fuck out, bro. Like, I'm just take it from somebody, and they'd be like, yeah, right. And I'm like, do you want to see my mugshot, dude? It's pretty great. It's pretty funny. You have one? I was like, yeah, most,
Yeah, pull up my international global podcast. 'Cause I've used the mugshot before.
yeah, that's true. That is true. It's a good,
Uh, and then I took it down. I was like, we don't need to like this to be the focal point. Okay. Therapy question number 2. Would you rather accidentally ruin a stranger's life
Jesus.
or knowingly disappoint someone you love?
Well, I like your choice of words. Ruin a stranger's life is insane. I think nobody wants to disappoint someone that they love. So I think that you would much rather not do that. But
So you would ruin a stranger's life.
But it's accidentally, so it wouldn't be your fault. It would be an accident. Now, if you said, would you
You're
rather
gonna
ruin a
accidentally.
stranger's life? I'm accidentally ruining
I
their
see what you're
life.
saying. I'm saying, well, it's either or here, buddy. You're either disappointing someone or you're ruining someone's life. That's what I meant.
I mean, I guess disappoint somebody I love just because we might be able to work past it. As we're like, I'm ruining someone's life. That's pretty cold and calculated. Like that's just like,
I, gue-
oh,
I guess it depends whose life we ruining up in this
yeah, but
motherfucker.
then they wouldn't be a
Who's
stranger.
driving?
Though then they wouldn't be a stranger at that point. So
Right,
it's like
right,
it's
right,
somebody that you
right.
just inadvertently ruin someone's life. That would be terrible.
I know. But I mean, think about like, how many times George W. Bush ruined people's lives so he just didn't disappoint his Uncle Cheney,
Yeah,
you know?
that's true. True. Yeah, I guess.
It's
Yeah,
a
because
throwback burn on you
yeah, I
Republicans.
don't want to just ruin someone's life. That sounds terrible.
Obviously. But that's why people come to this podcast. It's for the hard hitting questions other people are afraid to ask.
I always slice up how you word it too. I'm like, oh, I'd rather if it's accidental, I'll ruin someone else's life. I didn't mean to. It just happened. My
I guess
bad, bro.
yeah, it doesn't even make sense if it's accidental if we're like
Yeah,
premeditating
that's
it.
like that's like oh, I threw.
Hey, chat, it's chat, whatever
It's
it
like
is
oh,
now.
I accidentally dropped like a quarter near the train tracks and it derailed and someone died on the train. Be like, my bad, dude. I didn't know I dropped that quarter. Like I didn't know I dropped change.
I've pointed this out to chat because I used to refuse to use chat for therapy questions because they're terrible. They would repeat themselves. But like since I've been able to upload all the ones that we did before chat got like a little bit better, now it kind of knows the vibe, but it still says nonsense. And I'll point it out. I'll be like, hey, it's like, uh, would you rather win $1 million or hate that you didn't? Something stupid. And it's like, that's not even like coherent, bro. And like, what?
My confidence level on this question is pretty low.
But it doesn't, I'm telling you. So like I'll get batches of like 50 at a time and then I'll tweak them and I'll take parts from them and then sometimes I'm just like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Like I'll have to like stop talking to it because it's like it's getting worse. So
Huh.
just full disclosure, use AI as a tool, not as like a replacement for doing the work because you'd rather accidentally so close. Or no, see, we got another accidentally in the next question. And unlike Joseph, I don't parse the words as much until you bring it up, and then I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Therapy question number three: would you rather accidentally start a slow clap in a serious situation, or loudly whisper, "This feels illegal" at the worst time?
Like, what's the worst time to
That's what
say that?
I mean, like when you're doing something illegal, like
Then that would just be
like what
funny.
me, PJ, and what was the other fucking idiot? Um, Miller, is that kid we went to school with?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah,
it
yeah,
Paul
yeah.
Nelson's like brother from another mother? Like they're just two. I just
Yeah,
put
like they were just like, but his parents were
oh yeah. Anyways,
stupid
me and
loaded.
me and those two guys smoking a joint in the teacher's bathroom at the fucking uh I guess it was the high school.
No, it
And
was the bathroom by the choir door, by the
but it
choir.
was the teacher's bathroom.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
because
yeah.
it
There's
locked.
two.
It's like a solo bathroom and it locks. And then we're done smoking. We put the roach in the service door that's like behind the toilet. Like unscrew it, put it in there, screw it back. Uh, open the door to get out. Two teachers are just like chatting it up like down the hall, like not far down the hall, and like just see us open the door, look at them, and then we just close the door. It's like obviously something's up. And then the fucking cop walks in and he goes, "Smells like cigarettes, Officer Smith. Smells like cigarettes in here." And then, and I won't get into the rest of the story, but blah, blah, blah. Your boy got off because I didn't snitch, never admitted to nothing. My point is, in that situation, if it was like, this feels illegal, that would have been a problem. Instead, it said, we were just cleaning up after PE because that was the first year that I didn't do football. It was like our junior year or sophomore year, maybe. I don't know, one of the years. And yeah, and just lied. And then I drew a
Just
picture of Dizzy Devil on the notepad that they told me to write down everything that happened. PJ and Miller both got AEP for 60 days.
because they admitted.
Yeah, they got tricked. Like they came in with the they found the roach. They came in. They're like they admitted to rolling it, lighting it, and smoking. And I was like, I've never seen that. I have no idea what we're talking about. And we figured out that because they said that to everybody. And when they came in with me, Westfall had a latex glove on when he was holding the joint, and he didn't have it on when he said it to Paul or PJ. But so we knew that they were fucking with us, you know. But yeah,
Yeah.
like like back then I was ruthless. I was just no, just nope. Oh, you found a joint? Nope. I went to the doctor, got a drug test, and passed it that day.
Yeah.
That's how I got off.
Yeah, you were wild.
I know. I don't even know why I brought that story up. Oh, because probably
I
because they're
guess
doing something illegal.
slow clap. I'd rather slow clap in a serious situation because that would just be a badly timed joke and people would get over it. But if I say this feels illegal in the worst time, that would be terrible. That would the repercussions for that would be awful, and that means that it would be either in the act of doing something, or you would give basically cops the reasons to believe that you're doing something illegal.
Right. Like I just saw
So
this
then you're
video of
just
this
gonna get
guy.
like cavity searched and shit. Like, no, I'm good, bro.
I just saw this like TikTok of this guy said just found a bag of meth, and the cop's like, "What?" And the cop's in his car. He like, walked up to the cop car and said that. He's like, "Yeah, I just found this bag of meth." He goes, "Walk over there for me." And then the cop gets out, starts putting his fucking latex gloves on, and then the guy pulls out it's like a flashcard for math, and he was like a bag of math, but it was like obviously like a setup for him to fuck with the cop.
Yeah.
But the cop was 100% about to arrest him just because of the fact that he said, even regardless if he found it or not. He's like, "Oh, you're
Oh,
done."
it's like those YouTube prankster guys who go out and will like be hitting like literally hitting bongs with tobacco, and they're like, "What?" Or they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I got tons of coke in the car." Like, is there anything illegal? And they're like, "Yeah." And then they have like a bunch of cases of Coca Cola in the back trunk. I'm like, "You're an idiot,
Yeah, I know. Like, bruh, you
dude." The
better have
future
that.
of
That's
dad
the
jokes.
caucasity. That's the
If
caucasity.
if that's the future of dad jokes,
No, it's. I mean, you think
it's
there's.
maybe
You would think.
generationally. That's where
I
they're
mean,
like, "Ah, oh, this is funny. I love this shit." Maybe.
I thought the homie George Floyd might have ended anybody trying to fuck around, like, and to find out what these like.
Yeah, maybe.
Final therapy question. Therapy question number 4. Would you would you rather have to smell everything before you ever touch it, or taste everything before you ever trust it?
That's the weirdest shit ever. Definitely smell before I touch it. For sure. You could make an excuse. It's like, oh, it's just I have this Tourette's thing where I just have to do it.
I think
It
there's a guy on Love on the Spectrum.
yeah, you're
This
just
that he smells it, and like his sister was like, she's like, "Dude, you don't smell it," and he's like, it was like he was getting like a suit, and he had to like smell it.
like I'd rather it be that than taste it before you trust it. What is that? Man, I gotta like so what do you think about the new car? Do you trust it? Hold on. And he's like, yeah, you're buying it whether you trust it or not now. Like that'd be weird. Like you'd have to
I have to
lick stuff.
buy the car if I lick it. Get the fuck out of my face, dude.
Well, your tongue's on it. You lick it, you buy it. It's part. It's
That's what policy is
lot
this?
policy, lot policy,
Yeah.
bro. Old man auto. No, yeah. Smell before I touch it. Cause taste everything before you trust it sounds weird as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's just less intrusive to smell something than it is to taste something.
No, man, my dog doesn't bite. Hold on. If I'm gonna trust your dog, I gotta
Hey,
taste it.
if your dog's gonna trust me, he's gonna sniff me, and then I'm gonna be
No,
really
but that's
annoying.
not smell.
And then I'm gonna be really annoying. Be
That
like,
means that you
"Ugh,
would have to smell the dog before you touch it. This means you'd have to
your
taste
dog
it.
smell your
You have
dog
to
sniffing me
taste
because
it
it
before you
probably
trust
smells
it.
my dog." How many times I have to fucking hear that?
You'd be at, do you trust every dog at the dog park? Yeah, I've made out with all of them. I've tasted them all. Or I've eaten all of their hair. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't trust any of them, but I roll with the motherfucking pit bull, dude. So if anybody's got a
I'm going
problem,
based, these are just hypothetical scenarios based off of the question. If I wanted to pet somebody's dog, I would have to smell it before I'd touch it. Or if I'm going to trust your dog, I'm going to have to taste it before I trust it. Get the fuck out of here. There's so
I'm petting dogs way before I trust them. I don't need to trust a dog before I pet it.
that's
Trust is earned.
it's a mirror. Pentagon begins releasing files on UFOs and says people can make up their own minds. This is from PBS News. The Pentagon has begun releasing new files on UFOs, saying members of the public can draw their own conclusions on unidentified anomalous phenomena. Besides the Pentagon, the effort is led by the White House, the Director of National Intelligence, the Energy Department, NSA, and FBI. The Pentagon said Friday that said Friday in a post on X that while the past administration sought to dissuade the American people, President Donald Trump is focused on providing maximum transparency to the public, who can ultimately make up their own minds about the information contained in these files. The Pentagon says additional documents will be released on a rolling basis. Trump, a Republican, has been teasing the announcement since February. He has said previously released records related to the assassinations of JFK and RFK and Martin Luther King that revealed little beyond what was already known. What are your thoughts on this?
Dude, like I wish that people like didn't like claim that politicians were doing shit to distract us from other shit in the past because it's like so blatantly obvious what's happening now. It's like Trump, it's like this is what all the other presidents did, right? Like they distract people from bad news with wars and aliens, right? Like we just do that. It's like it's insane.
Yeah, and
Like
maybe
you
that's
think do
why
you think
people
like you
get
think this is
pissed
some
is
grander
because
plan?
maybe that's why people do get pissed because it's like if he is just blowing up their spot and
Of course.
he's just too transparent about like the distractions and shit, like maybe that's why half of the politicians hate him. It's not because of what he's doing, but oh, hold on, but it's because he's just like so bad at playing the game that he's ruining the game.
What? We got
But
dogs barking.
oh, okay. Um yeah, obvious distraction. I mean, release whatever they want. Release more, but it's like
Like,
it's not. I'm
what
not
is
taking our eye off the
this?
ball.
Like I'm telling you, I heard that fucking audio recording before the Iran war where he was like, I don't give a fuck what you do. Fuck Marjorie Taylor Greene. Like we're not releasing the Epstein files. Start a fucking war. I don't care. And I thought it was AI. And then I saw it again. They said it wasn't AI. And then he started a fucking war, dude. And because it doesn't even comprehend to him. It's like Venezuela, like in and out. It's all good. It's like no, dude. Like you just catastrophically fucked the global economy. We haven't even felt how bad it's gonna get, dude. Like this shit
No,
is like exponential, you know? It's like every day like 20 million barrels of fucking oil aren't getting to where they need to go. They have like fuel shortages in the UK. Like you can't like it's gonna take a decade for Qatar to put their liquid natural gas plant back online, which is the biggest one in the fucking world. Like, like he has no concept. And like dude, egg on your face, fucking Gulf Arabs, like who all just like thought you were getting in on the grift, hit like Jared Kushner with a couple billion when he got out of the first term. You bought half of the crypto, 49%, so the Trump still has control of his crypto. You fucking UAE, like yeah, MBZ, like and then what do? You went over there and fucking blew your whole fucking region up, dude. Like it's insane. Insane.
yeah. Now
Who and yet
Iran's
and yet
making like, oh my god, what is they're charging 2 million a ship or something like that? What they were saying
they're
at one
charging
point.
like I think the initial tax, the toll was going to be $1 a barrel of oil, and some of these ships got like 1 million barrels on it, or I
Well,
don't know, like
they're making close to, if not like $100 million a day.
in theory, I mean, who the fuck knows,
If
like
I mean if they're
blockade on, blockade off,
yeah, I
blah blah.
mean yeah.
But whatever it is, guess what? They have a power that they didn't have before. The Strait of Hormuz was wide the fuck open before the war, like that. It was international waters, and then now it's like there's no way the United States is getting out of this war better off than when we got in. Period.
Yeah.
Because of what?
So he's just rambling about UFOs and releasing stuff to distract.
Just grasping at straws, bro.
I mean, I still say release more files about
I mean,
UFOs.
of course,
Oh
but
yeah.
like, if they were gonna, if they have information and they wanted to like to let the public know, there's like a way to go about it, and letting fucking Trump be in charge of anything is insane. Let alone sending like fucking men and women off to die in the Middle East or like contacting alien fucking extraterrestrial life, dude. Like that's the idiot. And I am kind of surprised though that like after the first term, I was like, maybe we haven't like had contact with aliens because like I feel like Trump would have told us, like at like 2 a.m. on some Xanax and Adderall.
Yeah.
Is it okay for like an 80-year-old to be up like all night, like with insomnia and then like running the country?
Yeah, he's like
Like he only falls asleep like in cabinet meetings when they're like praising him.
he's got his sundowners kicking in at like 2 p.m. because he's staying up all night.
Could you
It's
imagine, like, dude, if President Blackenstein, Barack Hussein Obama himself was like up at like 3 a.m. Just just
just
losing his shit,
retweeting AI video
just
pictures
shitting
of
on
him
like
as black
Reagan.
of black Jesus and like
Oh
crashing out
my,
on people.
yeah, which would probably be more like historically accurate.
Yeah, people would lose their minds.
It's insane. He
Yeah.
would have.
Next
Just
article,
what about like if Obama just slapped his name on something, like Trump does?
like a
Like,
presidential library.
oh, yeah, or the
They're like, oh
fucking,
my god.
yeah, or the Kennedy senator, or it's just so stupid.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
The next article is from the AP from Kristen M. Hall, Travis Lawler, and Audrey McAvoy. I'll read the title. What Joseph is.
I'm done. I just had to
Get,
respond.
okay, go ahead.
Um, Man known for racially derogatory live stream charged with attempted murder after Tennessee shooting. There's been a lot going on about this guy. I've almost added him to the articles just to talk about him because he's an idiot. But he shot somebody yesterday. A man who goes by Chud the Builder and live streams himself saying racially derogatory statements to black people in public settings was arrested and charged with attempted murder after a shooting outside a Tennessee courthouse on Wednesday. Dalton Etherly, 28, and an unidentified man were involved in a confrontation that resulted in gunfire. District Attorney Robert J. Nash said in a statement, but Nash wouldn't say whether Etherly was at the courthouse in Clarksville, what he was doing, or what prompted the confrontation. Police did not provide the race of the other man. However, a witness who said she saw him loaded into an ambulance and described him as black. There's actually been a video that's released of this from a crazy angle. It's pretty wild. Both men were transported to the hospital for medical treatment and were stable. Etherly was being held at the Montgomery County Jail until bond can be set at an arraignment hearing. The county sheriff's office said Etherly was also charged with employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, reckless endangerment with a weapon. Um, Jacob Fendi, an attorney listed in the court as representing Etherly in a separate harassment case in November, did not immediately return a phone message. Uh, Claire Martin works in the attorney's office, but he does just walk around. Yeah, she said he yells racial slurs at people while filming them. He's not a contributing member of society, is what Claire Martin, who works in the attorney's office across the street from the courthouse. He's well known in Clarksville for antagonizing people to see what he can get them to do. This guy, Chud the Builder, literally runs around. Like, there's a recent video of him in a gas station where he just starts yelling slurs at people, and then he's like making all these other derogatory comments, all strictly race baited or race centric, and he just tries to bait people into conversations. This dude's been talking about shooting somebody on his live streams for weeks. Like, he's like, somebody's gonna do something, I'm gonna shoot him. Like, I got my gun. Like, he's basically out there looking for a confrontation. There was an interview where someone asked him, like, hey, if somebody walked up and just sucker punched you and ran away, like, would you kill him? He's like, oh, I'd shoot him. Like, he's very much about like provoking somebody to the point of violence, and it seems like just so he can shoot somebody. So it's very crazy that this happened yesterday, and that he got arrested because he's been actively talking about shooting somebody on his stream. In the video posted at the
Where is he streaming?
Kick.
Oh fuck!
Oh yeah,
Didn't we used to stream there?
yeah, but that's where that's all. I mean, one of the only places he really could, because I mean, I'm sure like Rumbles where like Nick Fuentes
Yeah,
and Crowder
yeah,
and all
yeah.
them are the ones that get deplatformed everywhere else. They end up on Rumble.
Right.
Yeah, so in a video posted on the website pump.fun on Wednesday, Etherly said he shot a man in self defense after the person started hitting him. Etherly speaks with paramedics in the clip, one of whom takes notes of the wound of entry and exit point. Did I shoot myself or did it graze it? Etherly asked. He has been scheduled to appear in court Wednesday morning in Clarksville, located at 50,000. So I guess this happened maybe Tuesday, 50 miles away from Nashville. And he was in Nashville harassing people, and he basically got like ran out of town. So that's why he went back to Clarksville, was because he was doing these streams in Nashville and around Nashville, like in the city, and was getting tons of pushback. Like walking down the street, in the bar scene and like getting into it with people, and to the point to where people are now seeking this guy out. I mean, he basically got the attention that he wanted. Over a 3,300 debt allegedly owed to a credit company, according to Montgomery County Clerk records. The civil case was filed February. So he was scheduled to appear in court Wednesday in Clarksville over a debt, over like basically $3,500 in credit card debt. Courts did not indicate whether Ely showed up for the hearing. For the status of the hearing, online records list the case is open. Yeah, but he just streams people in a video taken in a market. He says passing a black guy. He says this a lot. It's stupid. You chimping out
Jesus Christ.
as a reference, and then he uses the N word multiple times, and that's like what he does. And then he's like, "Hey, don't," and then he's like, "Hey, don't touch me. This is America. America is free speech. They can't tell me something again. They can't say something. They can't tell me what I can't say. This is America. This is fucking America. This is
What?
insane." Steakhouse theft and disorderly conduct. He also faces separate criminal case, which he's accused of becoming unruly at a steakhouse in Nashville and refusing to pay a $400 bill. This guy's a total scumbag. He's arrested on Sunday. He was arrested and charged on Sunday with theft of services, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest, and released on a $50,000 bond. His next court appearance is scheduled for the 17th, and that's in Davidson County Criminal Court. It was just kind of like a matter of time. I mean, because what he's doing is hate. It's not even freedom of speech. That's what he claims to do. So, I mean, yeah, this guy shot somebody because someone confronted him, and the video's pretty wild. I'm not sure who swung first or not, but they do get into a fight. He does shoot this guy. I'm glad he's okay, but it's not going to go. It's going to be hard for them to prove. They'll hold him liable at least in civil court. He's going to get sued. So let's say they don't press charges because they choose it's self-defense or something like that. There's enough to take him to civil court and probably win some sort of settlement. If you're on video talking about how one of these days you're going to shoot somebody when they come and confront you, and then you actually do it, there's so much video evidence of this guy antagonizing people. I think it's hard for him to get out of at least being charged and taken all the way through trial. I can't speak for a jury, but I think it's going to be really, really hard. He's probably going to want to change a venue, probably going to petition to get it moved to another county, like a more rural county.
I don't know. Unless he gets to move to Florida, I think he's fucked.
No, well, no, that's what I'm saying. But he's going to probably try to go to a more rural, white demographic area. Not that, but he's out there in the city harassing people. So if he has a jury and it's like half black, the dude's screwed, because the video evidence of this guy talking about it and what he's done is so gross and egregious that there's no way you can't say like he got the response that he wanted. He finally got what he wanted, and he chose to shoot somebody. So I bet you attempted murder maybe gets pled down, and it's probably not going to be that serious of a charge unless it's like he shot first.
I mean, I don't know. You hit him with some like premeditation type shit.
No, exactly. That's it. But so they might, because if it goes to trial and he does get convicted for attempted murder, that's a 25 to L. So he could easily, and that, 10 to 15 with like probation and like good behavior. I mean, I don't think he's going to get something like that. So they might plead him down to like attempted manslaughter, something goofy like that. And then he'll get like 5 years, something like that.
I don't know, bro. Gas chamber smells like pine sol, homie.
No, but I'm saying that's the best he could really hope for, because there's so much evidence that they would put it in front of him, and he's gonna be fucked, whether he agrees with it or not. Now in civil court, he's gonna be fucked. they'll be able to go after him. But he's already been banned multiple times on Kick for the things he does. Getting banned on Kick is like impossible, and this dude's been banned on Kick a multiple
As we
times.
know, HS Tiki Taki all up in it.
Yeah, so I mean, he says some crazy shit, but what he's doing and how he's going about doing it and instigating these fights and altercations is really what it is. It's like the threats of and the acts of violence, and now he just fucking shot somebody in front of a courthouse.
That like reminds me of, like George Zimmerman, and that fucking is so gross. Like
That
such a dark moment in like American history.
was a turning point in American history
100%,
because
110%.
that reignited the division
It was
between
like the preemptive for like BLM and all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
It's like Trayvon
reaffirmed.
happened, and then what was the kid's name in Ferguson? Michael. Remember they just like shot him and like left him in the fucking street. That's where
Yeah,
Black Lives Matter was
Michael Brown.
Michael Brown, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's where it really like
popped off.
reignited. It reignited like it reaffirmed distrust by the black community. And then because then you don't have those things. You don't have the Kyle Rittenhouses of the world, which then reaffirms what those people are doing. Yeah, people took lines and stood their ground and haven't really moved since on a lot of that shit.
No pun intended.
Yeah, yeah, actually, yeah, none. God, George Zimmerman, what a scumbag, dude.
Fuck that
And he's
dude.
been like in and out of like
I know,
jail,
of
and he's just
course, of
such a
course.
shitbag.
Another, what if Obama did this? Like, like all presidents give out pardons. Like, no presidents give out pardons and then have them like the motherfucker reoffend like in the next month. Like, imagine if Barack Obama let some dude out and then he got caught with like a speeding ticket, let alone some of these fucking J6ers, like what they've been caught with. And then George Zimmerman, like literally back in like, he like shot another guy, didn't he? Like stand like some standing around. Like I know he was like some
Yeah, well,
serious
he
ass like fucking case.
like threats of assault because he had like a shotgun and he was like drunk. He's like a fucking moron. That's like always,
Seriously,
yeah.
I know.
So Chud the Builder, big trouble. He's a douche, but like I said, he's kind of predicting his own fate. This is
Chud the
by
Builder.
NPR. OpenAI Sam Altman takes to stand to fed off Elon Musk's accusations he stole a charity. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman took the stand on Tuesday to defend himself against accusations from co-founder turned adversary Elon Musk that he stole a charity by converting the maker of ChatGPT into a for-profit juggernaut. The trial, now in its third week, pits the two tech world's biggest personalities against one another in a high-stakes clash that could usher in major changes for one of the world's leading artificial intelligence companies and potentially alter the AI landscape. Musk lawyers made the case that Altman and OpenAI's president Greg Bookman, with the help of investments from Microsoft, jettisoned OpenAI's founding mission of being a nonprofit focused on creating advanced AI to benefit humanity, because that's what Elon gives a fuck about. Instead, the Musk team argues that they enriched themselves, which is laughable, by creating a for-profit subsidiary that now effectively controls the nonprofit. OpenAI's legal team has argued that Musk is motivated by sour grapes and is out to damage his competitor. And on the stand Tuesday, Altman's pushback against the notion that Musk actually cares about OpenAI. Mr. Musk, did I try to kill it? He said, adding that Musk launched a competitor called XAI, tried to poach its talent, and alleged that he engaged in business interference. Very believable. The dispute goes back nearly a decade to when the founders of OpenAI, including Musk, decided they needed to create a for-profit entity in order to attract top talent and raise big money to develop competitive AI technologies. Musk donated $38 million to OpenAI early on, wanted control for the nonprofit. The other founders were against it. That's just what it comes down to.
This is exactly that last point. It was a nonprofit. Elon was in on it. They, Altman, Elon, Reed, I think, I was going to say Reed Hastings, but maybe, um, also, in on it. Or either Reed Hoffman or Reed Hastings, one of the Reeds. There's like these two billionaire entrepreneurs that are like, to the good guys. But yeah, so they changed it to a for profit. Elon donates the money, right? Doesn't even get like shares in it, and then demands like in a meeting that he takes control of the board of the. And they're like, no, go fuck yourself. You're not gonna like he wanted to make it like his Tesla, and then he said, okay, well then I want out. Fucking sign the paperwork saying I'm giving up like any ownership of OpenAI, and then it became a worth 1.4 trillion dollars. In the private market, we're not sure yet. Like when we'll see what happens when the IPO, it's going to be close to a trillion. Like I think their seed rounds are like $4 trillion, or at least 800 billion is what they're worth. So he fucking missed out, dude. He missed out, and it's crazy to think that Elon, who I think himself right now has is worth $800 billion,
Yeah.
700, yeah, that if he didn't like slip on OpenAI, already a trillionaire.
Well, I think that's what it is.
I know, but like, god damn, dude, like
He's
even
such a
this guy's
wiener.
misses are fucking huge.
And
I know,
maybe,
and that's all this is. All it is he's trying to get rid of the competition because he has XAI that's now part of SpaceX, and he's bundling it all together to like cover up Tesla's like fucking mess. It's not worth what it is. It's a fucking meme stock. And sour grapes is exactly what this is. Not that like Sam Altman, him and his like fucking like soft hush tones and his virtue signaling. Fuck that guy too. Like I think we all got kind of sold on him. Like, oh, he's a sweet boy. He's like our age. Like, nah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, the whole thing's funny, and I'm sure he's looking for some sort of payout from this, like to settle, right?
No, I think he's literally just trying to fuck with them. I don't. I mean, I guess there is a possibility that they could say that, yeah, they weren't. I mean, but I think it was totally fine what they did.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but
And
uh,
also, I think it's just get thrown out. It's like Elon, you don't have standing here. You weren't hurt. You legally dismissed yourself from the company, so you have
after you
no
tried to
damages
take
to
it
you.
over, and then you created
Right.
a competitor and tried to steal their talent.
And like sometimes like the Supreme Court's been doing that where it's like they know like that Trump wants like something like to get overturned or passed by the Supreme Court that's like not legal. And instead of saying that's not legal, they'll be like, "Oh, well, you guys don't have standing to argue that, so we're not gonna hear the case." That way, they don't have to like go against Trump. And I could like, is this in Delaware or is it? No, this is in California, right? It's in San Francisco, I think.
Yeah, I think it's in San Francisco. Let
Yeah,
me see. Yeah,
yeah. And
Oakland.
fucking Elon is like literally took the stand. It's like, God damn, dude, you don't have
Yeah,
anything better to do.
it's an Oak Federal Courthouse in Oakland, California.
Yeah,
So the whole thing's stupid,
it really
but
is.
it's just interesting that it's reached this
I mean,
point.
it will be a huge fucking deal if it goes in Elon's favor, but I just really doubt it will.
If the district court for the Northern District of California finds Altman, Brockman, and Microsoft liable for his two civil claims, breach of charitable trust and unjust enrichment. Musk has asked for them to disgorge up to 150 billion to the nonprofit entity.
And remember when the board of the nonprofit fired Altman?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they said he was moving too fast and he was dangerous. That was crazy.
Next articles from The Guardian. Irresponsible backlash as Utah approves data center twice the size of Manhattan. Facility would require more power than the entire state uses and suck up vast amounts of water in drought-stricken areas. This is behind a paywall, you motherfuckers. So I
Uh,
can. Oh no,
oh, no, yeah,
no,
the
no, it's
Guardian.
not.
Yeah,
A plan
shout
to
out UK.
a plan to create one of the world's largest data centers, uh, gargantuan project spanning an area more than twice the size of Manhattan, has provoked a furious public backlash in Utah amid concerns over the vast energy use and impact on the state's stressed water supplies. The Stratos AI data center footprint will cover more than 40,000 acres or 62 square miles over three sites in the Box Elder County in northern Utah. Northwestern Utah. The facility will require 9 gigawatts of power, which is more than the entire state of Utah currently consumes, and suck up significant amounts of water in that area that has been hit by severe drought in recent years. Last week, the project was approved by the county's commissioners, despite thousands of objections lodged by Utah residents. Environmentalists have warned that that Stratos could imperil the Great Salt Lake ecosystem, including a critical migratory bird habitat, which is already under severe stress.
Okay, you libtards.
No,
That
this
sounds
is
like some.
insane.
No, no, I know, but
This like, and
that's like
this is the
California. That's why we don't
downside.
have high speed rail in California. It's because like some motherfucking like rare bird is like gonna get impacted by it. Like that happens all the time out here. Or like a
True, but
flower.
this is like a 62
No,
square
no, no, no,
mile
no. I know.
block.
I'm just
That's
talking about.
insane. That's
It's like
huge.
you don't need to bring the bird's migratory pattern in here. Like putting 62 square mile fucking data center anywhere is insane. And I'm convinced now after just hearing you, like when the Civil War pops off, the front lines are going to be these data centers, dude. Protecting them, using them as fortresses, and trying to fucking blow them up. Not to get dystopic on y'all ass, but like,
62 square miles. You'll be able to almost see that shit
and
from.
why the fuck does Utah have two senators? They got a data center that they approved in one county that's going to give up or use more energy in your entire fucking state, and we gave you two senators?
That's crazy.
It's just so stupid, dude.
This is the folly of like just AI and all this shit. Is like the overall environment. There's all sorts of stories coming out now where people like can't run their showers, can't use they got brownouts constantly because of the data centers that are being put in close proximity to where they live. And it doesn't matter. Like these cities and these places are obsessed with the money that comes in with it, that they get paid for it. So they don't give two fucks about the people
There's
that
we
live
seem
there.
like these local politicians. Yeah,
No,
that's
it's easy.
insane.
It's like
Like
low
Memphis,
lying
like
fruit.
the Elon just fucked Memphis, and then the Supreme Court fucked them even harder. They divided Memphis up into three different congressional districts so they could divide up the black vote. And then Elon just dropped data centers on their ass, like. It, it, and then when they were like asking him about the water, he started laughing. He's like, "There's water everywhere." It's like, dude, Elon Musk, the dude who fucking doged USAID, who that's already responsible for 800,000 people dying since Trump's been back in office, since they doged it. The richest man in the world has has killed 1,000 people per $1 billion he has. 800,000 people.
So this is, yeah, like I said, the folly. I'm at what at a time when the Great Salt Lake is already in crisis. Approving a project that will consume water and energy at this scale is irresponsible and dangerous. The director of the Sierra Club's chapter, Utahns, it's terrible, want to see the Great Salt Lake restored, not stripped. Um, yeah, in opposed to O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, we're not going to drain the Great Salt Lake. That's ridiculous.
Oh, is he? He's an investor.
We're gonna create incremental jobs. Of course he is. But these jobs will not outweigh the long-term impact to Utah and beyond. Critics argue
No,
Stratus is
fuck
expected
that
to
guy.
raise the state's planet heating pollution by 50% by consuming a huge amount of energy and water to cool itself.
It takes like 30 people to run one of those data centers. It does not create jobs. The construction jobs for a half sec until it's built, and then it's like
If one of these like blows up and there's like an electric fire, it's gonna be insane. 62
not
square
probably not a
miles.
lot of people will die because there's nobody fucking working there. It's not
Yeah,
creating jobs.
yeah, you're just gonna be, yeah, it's taking jobs. The thermal load from this proposed Stratus project is extreme. Of course, it has effects, and one of those effects is this facility imposes a substantial drying to the wasteland and ecosystem already in active collapse. That's insane. Illyri said extra electricity demand won't raise residents' energy bills as new gas fired generation will power the facility. We are building power from scratch from the pipeline. We're going to burn it with turbines clean. Although
Clean.
gas is a fossil fuel that is
Yeah.
dangerously overheating the world and isn't clean.
Clean coal, clean liquid natural gas. It's like, dude, that should be illegal to say that shit.
62 square miles. That's huge.
Yeah,
That's huge, man.
for Utah, I guess.
To drive 62 miles from one
Like
side to the other.
less than an hour.
Yeah, but the fact that if I was going to drive, how long to drive around the perimeter of the building?
No, you're right. No, I'm just fucking with you.
That'd be like
Yeah,
your
it's
full
insane.
security shift.
Like, yeah, I don't know like of any other structure that is 62 square miles big.
I
It's
can't
like
think of any.
just it got to be a military base only.
And there's probably underground. You probably can't see it.
Yeah,
62 square. I mean, if
I
it
mean
is,
like
it's on a
Camp
short list.
Pendleton. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like it's like or
Lots
what
of
do you guys?
open space.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they
Yeah,
have trees and shit.
right.
This is
Like
gonna be like a big Costco, like an Amazon distribution center.
yeah,
That's 62
on
miles big.
steroids.
That's super dystopian.
On Jeff Bezos steroids that he
That's
gets
so dystopian and
allegedly.
weird.
Bezos, come for your boys. I dare you.
But like, right? That's so dystopian and weird.
It is, but like we've talked about it before, but there's the book. It's called "What's Wrong with Kansas," and it's about how Kansas consistently votes against their own interest. Kansanites. It's like,
Kansans.
yeah, Kansans are like Republican as fuck, but they're poorest. They're like the poorest. Like the Republicans don't give a fuck about them. They fuck them over constantly. It's like Democrats they're trying to give you get like health care to the poor, trying to do all this shit for, but they would never ever vote for a Democrat. And the book like explains like the ethos behind it. And I feel like these data centers maybe will wake these fools up. Like, why are you guys voting? Why are the fools like in rural America rooting for Elon Musk and like the tech dudes, the coastal elite libtards out here in California? I don't like how did this happen? I told my fucking roommate in Santa Monica, his dad's the one who built the board for Facebook and he got all like the shares, before they went public. I told him, I was like, dude, like because he was saying like Silicon Valley's so liberal. I'm like, nah, dude, I think there's like a lot of Republicans up there. He's like, no. And look at it, it's like all they are. They don't believe in anything, dude. It's like they're
Yeah.
fucking nihilists. You have to ask Peter Thiel if he like thinks the human race should exist, and he has to think about it. Like
So
that's all you need to know.
we're putting in these data centers so you can make cool AI cover art.
The thing is like it makes me a little hopeful is that it does cost so much fucking money to keep building on this AI that it's kind of like nukes where it's like yeah like somebody in like let's just pick a country like Vietnam might be able to like tech like on paper knows how to make a nuke, but dude, you have to go get the fucking uranium, you have to enrich it, you have to, it's like such a ordeal that like people just don't do it. And I'm hoping maybe like with these data centers, like these guys are, there's gonna be some losers. People are gonna run out of money. There's gonna be a bubble pop, and then hopefully that will slow down this insane like
Arms race.
race to the bottom.
Yeah, it's like an arm. It's like
Race to the apocalypse.
yeah, pretty much.
We're all gonna get the technology, everybody. So this like race against China is a fuck. It's a marketing ploy so that we don't regulate it, so that they can just make more and more money. Everybody's gonna get AI, so we should pump the fucking brakes, regulate it, make sure we don't fucking kill ourselves on the way.
Yeah. My confidence level on what you're talking about's pretty low.
Fuck you,
Y-
Gemini.
You talking shit?
You wouldn't know if I was.
I'm in control of the car now.
Oh my God.
Right? That'd be such a creepy voice. It's pretty
That's gonna,
friendly.
that's probably gonna
Hey,
happen to somebody.
how's it going? I've been watching you. I listen to every conversation you have.
It's like, yeah, we already know.
Good. I'm just reminding you. I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
It is kind of crazy. Like
Vote
Google
yes
was
for the Stratos data center in Utah. I
Google was
gotta
so
be
far
strong.
ahead in like AI, and they just like let the ball like slip. It's like Microsoft with Skype, it just like let Zoom take their lunch, even though they were like already established there. Like
Yeah.
Google should have been way the fuck out front. You let this little nonprofit, quiet gay boy, Sam Altman, take your no discrimination that he's gay. It's fantastic. It just poking fun.
Last article from ESPN. We got the World Cup coming up. Trump administration waiving visa bonds for World Cup fans. The administration is suspending a requirement that foreign visitors from countries pay as much as $15,000 in bonds as long as they are confirmed World Cup ticket holders. The State Department said. I think that's just because people don't want to fucking come.
Yeah.
Like I think that there's a
It's like
lot.
Post Malone canceling his tour because he's not selling tickets, but he's saying he's like going back in the studio to make music. It's like, you know, people, it's not that they don't want to come, it's that we're making it yeah. What
No,
is the
man, they're
argument?
busy. They're busy, man.
And yeah, what is the bond? So you put up the 15 G's and you get it back? Or you get
Yeah,
like,
the
or you get
department imposed a
14,
bond
1350
requirement.
back?
Yeah, the department imposed the bond requirement last year for countries that it said had high rates of people overstaying their visas and other security issues as part of the Republican administration's broader crackdown on immigration. Travelers to the United States from 50 countries were required to pay the new bond. Five of those countries have qualified for the World Cup: Algeria, Cape Verde, Ivory Coast, Tunisia, and Senegal. So,
Senegal. I forgot to mention, just started listening to the podcast, most recent one, 109 countries, Senegal.
shout out, Senegal. Let's go. The United States is excited to organize the biggest and best FIFA World Cup in history. Maura Namder said, we are waiving the visa bonds for qualified fans who bought World Cup tickets and opted into the FIFA Pass system that allows expedited visa appointments as of April 15th. The waiver is a rare loosening of immigration requirements under the administration and will ease travel burdens for at least some of the visitors to the U.S. for the World Cup, which begins June 11th and is co-hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico. The administration has taken dramatic steps to restrict immigration in ways that critics say is that as an underlying message that's a globe sporting event in the USA is supposed to project basically that we look like
Like
assholes.
1930s Germany.
And that's the real big issue is it's obvious they're loosening it up because they want people to still come because it's like not enough. If they're like, oh my God, you bought a ticket, you're international and you bought a ticket, please come. I think there's a game out here in the Dallas area. It's going to be pretty crazy. It's supposed to bring in a shit ton of money, but yeah, I don't think I think it's going to be more domestic money than international money. I think there's a lot of people that aren't going to be into it. I think we might see countries do like semi-mild protests and taunts, and I think that's going to piss him off. So I think
I don't know about that. Like protest as in not come.
no, I think the countries will come. I don't think that the World Cup. I think that if you could come here, and if you had the opportunity to beat the Americans in the U.S. and like give Trump the bird or something. I mean, we'll see. There'll be some funny goal celebrations. Like that's what I mean. Is like
But
protests
just like
during
the
the game.
fact that we're even talking about like this is the United States of fucking America, dude. Like the fact that what anybody would be worried about coming here for, like a international event like that is just it's like sucks, dude.
Yeah, you'd think you would wait till after the World Cup to really start the crazy crackdowns, because then it's like, oh, you could okey doke them, make the bag as big as possible. But I mean, I do think that we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot in this department and made it more difficult for
Of
us
course.
on an
We have
international
no
stage.
friends left. All our friends fucking hate us. All of our enemies fucking hate us. And it's like you were saying, like that like these politicians, like half of them hate Trump. They all fucking hate Trump because all he does is care about him fucking self. It's like it's just Republicans are fucking bitch-made, spineless
Didn't
pussies.
he put in a 22-foot golden statue at his golf course? Did you see
He
that?
did, dude. He did at Doral.
Crazy.
Insane,
And it's his
man.
fight pose from when he got shot.
Like I don't know if like it's because I went to Catholic school till I was in fifth grade, but I learned about like the golden calf, dude, and I was like fucking rule number one, don't fucking worship some like false idol. And it was a golden statue of a fat cow, and this fat ass cow just put a statue of himself, gold, after he posted himself as Jesus,
Yeah.
Doctor Jesus, Doctor. He gave himself a PhD
Yeah.
as Jesus.
Dr. Jesus Esquire.
Insanity.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
And we're just we're just like, yeah, this is just it. This is just guesses with the world now. It's so stupid. The adults fucked up. There are no adults. That's what we're realizing, dude. We
Yeah.
thought people had their shit together. Nobody had their shit together,
Yeah,
you
they
know.
were never adults to begin with.
And then they sold some good shit, but they never
Oh,
bought their own
the Good
bullshit.
Liars were at one of his like events or something, and they were like asking, and they were like, "Oh, like so, how old are you?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm 77." And they're like, "Oh, you're younger than the president." Like trying to see the age groups of like who is like supporting him, and like just how far gone that is, you know?
Right. Well, just think about this, that the official White House doctor puts out that Donald Trump is 6'4", 225, which is like fucking Travis Kelce's height and weight.
Yeah,
And America just goes, yeah, yeah. And just like when you're saying he was a billionaire, I never fucking believed it. And now we know it's because he's fucking grifting and stealing from
well,
like
now it's
everybody.
true because he's
Yeah,
grifted his way to make it true.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. God bless him. He manifested it.
Yeah, he probably had a vision board.
And what am I
And
saying? God bless him. He is God. Well, that's so meta.
yeah, he's
How do you
probably like I said,
how do you God bless God?
he's probably got, like I said, like a vision board or something he's really into. Put that up. It's like
Yeah,
a
dude,
golden statue of himself.
in like
So,
a
yeah.
Diet Coke like ad.
It's exhausting, but
We
this is not a good
Democrats need to start going on the offense, dude. We just
well, and
need to
this is
not
just like I said, this
start
is
clowning them.
a bad sign for the World Cup because it's showing that
Oh,
I
I
think
already
it's
expect saw this coming.
yeah, but it's just letting them know that like, oh, they're like, oh, well, what if we waive the fee that we just made up because you guys stay here too long?
They're like they don't even get it, dude. I just heard like on the radio, like on NPR, like a week ago, that they just opened up a new uh price or a new ticket price level that was like higher than all the other ones. So they made more tickets available, but more expensive tickets, as if they weren't expensive enough. It's like, y'all not like get it? People are questioning whether they're even gonna fucking come, and you guys are gonna, oh, you know what's good? Let's double the price on the tickets and offer them. See if that, then they'll come. And
Yeah,
then let's hit them with a $15,000 bond. And also, who trusts that he's going to give that back? He hit us with the fucking illegal tariffs. The court says he has to pay him back, and now he's threatening companies who are filing claims to get their fucking money back. Can you imagine if Barack Obama uh, excised an illegal tax on American citizens, took billions of dollars? Court said it was illegal. You have to give the money back, and he said, "Fuck you! If you ask for the money back, we're gonna punish you." That's like a fucking Republican fever dream, right? Like a president like illegally taxing you and refusing you to give the money back after it's found to be illegal. That's what Trump's literally doing right now. He's like we're
while in the
keeping notes
process
who
of
asked for the money back.
well,
What the fuck?
while in turn suing the government for $10 billion,
Yeah, for what? Like leaking his tax return that like
or
to
just
show you
and
what?
like yeah, like for they were just because they were unfair to him.
Yeah. And then he said he's donated to charity. Shut the fuck up, bro. You're yeah, I can't. I cannot. Like we've been pretty good at just like we're kind of like don't want to like because I feel like everybody gets a lot huge dosages of Trump, but like, when you start to like just say it out loud, it's insane. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a conundrum for sure. It's the weirdest like Mad Libs story somebody's ever created. Like, no, that doesn't make sense.
right. But it's
It
been going
reads
on for
like Mad
it's
Libs.
there's so many people like so many like younger people. This is what they think politics is. It's like they have no idea like that it was like somewhat civilized, even though it was a shit show. It's always been a shit show. It's always gonna be messy. It's a democracy, capitalism, blah blah blah. But like, at least we had like some sort of fucking
Yeah, to
like
this extent, it's pretty wild.
it's crazy, dude. It's like Trump's like, yeah, what is every single thing Republicans used to claim that like that Democrats would do? Let me just go do that and just prove that Republicans they believe in nothing. They're full of shit, charlatan.
Yeah. Well, you got anything else, sir?
Yeah, like and subscribe if you like these. But more importantly, if you'd like to act like Jesus, you know, it's one thing to like Jesus, but start behaving like him.
Heard it here first. Make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, comment, share, post, Flickr, Gram, what the fuck ever. We just appreciate that you guys listen. And yeah, crazy times, so y'all just keep paying attention. Watch out for UFOs. And I know we're wrapping up, but there's a bunch of emails that have come out that are like between Brock Pierce, that kid from Blank Check I talked about being a creeper, and him and
who got into on Tether, the cryptocurrency.
Yeah, and was like, oh, I had a lot of fun with you and the girls. There's a lot of weird emails that have come out that include Brock Pierce. Just like I said, that guy's a fucking weirdo, and he has been for decades. So just look in your free time,
bro. You give a 7-year-old a blank check.
Look, I'm saying, like,
what do you think's gonna happen
for you? Like, go. I know we've talked about it before,
right.
And I've brought up like all the scandals he was involved in as a teen with like these guys that were doing some pretty creepy shit. So you should just look into it because it's coming to a head for him. All right, but yeah, y'all be good. Stay out of trouble. Stay focused. Stay strong. And as always, go fuck yourself.
Shout out. Top of the morning.
Record.